What's up, guys? It's Frankly Frank, and frankly, I'm pissed off. See, the thing is that I have always had this personal, deep loathing hatred for loading screens. And the problem with loading screens is that they are preventable. It's not really an option to prevent them to a full extent at the moment. Now, here's what I mean by preventable. You can create an open world. You just go anywhere you want, and you can do that. I mean, you could put them into subsections, and that's fine, and you load. But those loading times are insane. The loading times on some games are fucking unbearable. I've sat down for upwards to 7 minutes to there was the 9 minutes. You know, there was this one game. It was called Black. All right. And it was a shooting game for the PlayStation 2, and I think it came out on Xbox. And what happened is that I was sitting there for a half an hour on a loading screen. The game didn't freeze, it was just loading. And a normal person would have taken the game out, maybe fucking licked the screen and shit, and well, not licked the screen, but licked the disc and shit, and fucking got all that stuff over with, and put it back in and see if it would work. No, I sat there and waited, because I knew the disc was spotless. I did. And I sat there for a half an hour waiting on the longest loading screen, aside from WWE 2014 for the Wii. And that was a 22-minute loading screen going into some odd match that I forgot what I was doing. I know I was Rey Mysterio. But either way, just ridiculously long loading screens. Now, the thing is that loading screens are preventable, as I've seen in Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, where the only real loading screen is the startup screen, and when you're on the bus switching different places in the entire world, you know? There's really no real loading screens, and that might not be a huge game compared to today's standards, but there's even more recent games with less loading screens, and like fighting games with long loading screens I completely despise, because I play Super Smash Bros. And the maps load like nothing. But you play other fighting games, and I've seen upwards to 7 minutes just sitting there, waiting for them to load the single map that's 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional, depending on what fighting game. But it's not a huge map. Entire worlds are loaded up before that. Like, if you can start a game and have it load the entire world around you, like a big MMO, and it only lasts maybe 2 or 3 minutes, which is high in my standards anyway for a loading screen, how can you not load a simple match at one level, one stage, in under a minute? Where, like I said, Super Smash Bros. Is like that, and it's asinine, these loading screens with the technology that we have. I feel like the fact that we have loading screens is completely fucking asinine. And again, not for all games. Not like if you open a door and it loads like GTA and takes fucking two seconds, that's fine. But if it's like Skyrim, where you go into your fucking breeze home, which is like fucking, I don't know, 20 square feet cut into sections with all of that stuff, and it takes like 6 minutes. Like, maybe this is the systems that I've been using too, but that's just completely crazy. I use an Xbox for the Skyrim game that gave me the 6-minute load screen going into my house. Like, I don't understand, and I know it's not a simple problem to fix, but all I know is that it can be fixed. It's just like, and all right, say you have a loading screen. I know there's a patent on this. I don't know exactly who. I think it's either Activision or one of them. Put something in front of the loading screen instead of like a fucking quick tip. Because quick tips piss me off, because after you play the game for about an hour, quick tips become useless. So instead of having the quick tips on the fucking loading screen, why not make it so it has like a little game of Pong, like I saw in Test Drive, an older racing game. Like, I know only one company has it. Maybe it's Acclaim. Maybe Acclaim has that. where you just have a fucking little thing to divert your attention while you're in this loading screen, or like a moving background in the loading screen, like maybe like Destiny has, which is bare bones, but it's something, you know? Instead of this fucking blanked, like, fucking concept drawing of, like, some bullshit, like comic book strip or something looking drawing with a quick tip that says, oh, if you get hit, you'll take damage. Who the fuck wants to read that? Everyone knows they take damage, you know? Like, I don't understand what, and the little loading screen, this little thing that goes in circles, that needs to fucking go away, alright? I like the old school fucking loading screen, if you must have it, with the bar that shows you how much is going across at the bottom or the top. You just need that. That shows you how close you are to actually being done. And listen, fucking fake it. You know, don't have a little circle like a YouTube video's buffering, you know? Because even the YouTube video buffers at the little small bottom of the screen, and it shows you how much you fucking got, like that is buffered 2 or 3 seconds, you know? Why not have at the very least, the loading screen show you how much you've progressed through the loading time while you sip a drink, take a shit, cure cancer, go out, fucking create a rocket ship, fucking disprove fucking evolution or whatever, and fucking create tubes that everybody can fucking go through to get to work, make all vaccines into one little fucking shot, create the miracle pill and make it mass-produced, and then come back to your loading screen. And then you can see how much the loading screen went and loaded, instead of having a little circle around there just taunting you. Because maybe you think, oh, well, the circle's moving slower now, so maybe it's getting closer. Oh, no, it went to moving faster, you know? And then even the worst loading screens are loading screens that don't even give you the circle. They don't even give you the circle. They just fucking plop the loading screen there and some nice tip like, oh, well, if you get a shield upgrade, you'll get extra hit points. Fuck you. We know what a shield is. Like, seriously, you don't understand. The video game company, this is a small, minute detail into a game, but it'll make the life so much fucking better instead of just sitting there, twiddling your thumbs, fucking playing with your phone, because, you know, you gotta play with your fucking phone all the time, but that's another episode. Just loading screens need to be non-existent, or at the very least blended, because I've had games that blend loading screens really together. Put a cutscene where the loading screens are, and then just load the cutscene, and that'll take 2 seconds, or maybe in some people's cases 4 minutes, I guess. And you can load that up while the fucking big loading screen that takes 7 minutes can start up, you know? Like, fucking ridiculous. And, again, little thing to get pissed off about. I'm frankly pissed about it. And I can't understand why there's terrible loading screens still. Peace.